What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 22 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, aka the OG Galaxy, aka Mr. Space Waits, aka the Hentai Honcho. And with me today are my co-hosts, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies? It's your girl, Diva XOXO, aka the Sophista Ratchet, aka the official, unofficial Disney princess, aka the... What was the last one? Oh, the HNIC, the head nerd in charge. It's been a while. Glad to be back.
And then we also have HD No TV.
Yeah, I'm not feeling no this week, but we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. You know, it's your guy HD No TV, man. You know, anime aficionado, Mr. Antisocial, alleged Mr. Worldwide, and we thought with the polish on. We can drop that one.
Alleged.
I love that he added in alleged Mr. Worldwide, because we all know he is, but he got to throw that alleged in there every time.
It's okay.
I've been in the same state for several weeks.
Ooh, several weeks. That's crazy. But today's episode is going to be all about badly describing anime plots. So, yes.
All right, he said he'd been in the same state for like several weeks, but he lived in one of the biggest states.
To be honest, you being in the same state just means like you could have drove 6 hours, still been in the same place. I can't do that.
It's 12 or 14 this way, 22 that way.
That's insane to think about, because like that came up on like TikTok, how Europeans were like, how have you guys never left the United States, never visited another country? I'm like, each state is damn near its own country when you think about it.
Yeah, Texas is bigger than all of Europe.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're like, if you think, because for y'all can catch a train to another state. That makes sense why you would have a passport and you go to other places all the time. Here, you could just go to a different part of Texas. Hell, you could just go to a different part of America and it's going to be different, period. Like, Maryland is not Texas. Texas is not Ohio. Ohio is not California. California is not New York. Like, everything is fucking different. Like, nothing stays the same.
I think a lot of Europeans realize that when they travel to America, and they're like, oh, like, I have to take a plane to get to the other side for this holiday. I'm like, yeah. A lot of time. Huge.
But getting back to the topic, it's going to be badly explained anime titles, where we take some of our favorite animes and shows, and we badly explain the title and see who can guess what it is. Hopefully, you can too. Would anybody like to start on our little game today?
I wanna go.
It's funny because I know Diva doesn't have to write these down. She's just bad at explaining things.
Yeah.
Said that first.
He did. Quote, HD No TV.
Excuse me. Okay.
You're getting that Death Note ready.
Okay. I'm ready. We're a group of friends. One may call us a gang. We work together to accomplish, we'll call them quests, for the honor of our gang.
I would call this Black Clover.
No, but when I started saying it, I was like, dang, this sounds like Black Clover.
This sounds like every show there ever fucking was that involves more than two people fighting at once. Wow, is it Fairy Tail?
It is Fairy Tail. Good job, Greg.
Let's go. Point on the board for Greg. Write that down.
No, Fairy Tail literally is a gang, though, because they started that show off constantly getting in trouble. They were hated in their own town.
I just saw a clip of Fairy Tail on TikTok, and I don't know who the chick was, but I guess she loves Gray, and they got shrunk down, and she ran up to Gray and jumped on him in a towel, and then the towel came off, so he was shocked, and then someone was going to see him, so he didn't eat her, he put her in his mouth so no one would see her, and then she was just happy, and I'm like, huh.
I remember this. Her name's Julia. She was an enemy.
She does love Gray.
Yeah, she loves the fuck out of Gray.
So I saw this post about Fairy Tail, and it was funny because it was like, has fire powers, wears a scarf. Has ice powers, is always naked.
You don't get hot and you're never cold. Simple. Wasn't Gray's master a nudist?
That makes me so mad because I never thought about it.
Wasn't Gray's master a nudist?
You don't know that. I don't know that to be true. Don't be putting shit on.
I swear to God, it was a chick that got naked and she does ice shit.
Nah, she's not a nudist, except what I remember.
I don't watch Fairy Tale, but hey,
Wow,
I'm don't plan on watching Fairy Tale.
Gray's master fairy. She is definitely in a bikini.
Let's go. See, I don't even watch the show and I be knowing shit.
No, because that's not Gray's master. She wears a jacket.
Right, but when it's this, it's right here. They're training little baby Gray in his shorts, no shirt, and she's in a bathing suit, strapless bathing suit top, and bikini bottoms.
Gotta stay naked so you don't gotta get naked. You feel me?
Stay naked. Get naked. Crazy. I do see her in this jacket, but I think she's the one who taught him that you gotta get naked to
hoes don't get cold, Gray. Now get naked.
He ain't just a little weirdo.
Or maybe he is just a little weirdo. Who knows?
It's me. I'm a little weirdo.
She liked to show her body as ways of teaching of the use of magic in more efficient ways. Nah, she liked to be naked. And
Let's
right
go.
here, this came from Fandom Wiki.
Fandom Wiki.
I'm sorry, Heroes Wiki.
Come on, you're the aficionado. You gotta be on it.
I haven't made an attempt to watch Fairy Tale in so long. I stopped caring.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they ran out of dubbed episodes, and I can't watch nothing that's not dubbed. That something that I'm not going to like care about. Like, I don't care about Fairy Tale. Like, it's a very much it can play in the background anime.
Indeed.
Okay.
But I have to have dubbed episodes for that.
Not to stop on anyone that loves Fairy Tale. It's just there's a lot of plot holes.
Remember Gotti?
Yeah.
Loves Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale is his favorite anime. He's been trying to get me to watch Fairy Tale since high school.
God is the only person I know that's 300 plus pounds that can finish a 25 freestyle in 13 seconds. Does not make any sense.
It does not.
That's very fast if you didn't know.
Yes, it is very fast for non-swimmers.
God did. That's how I imagine he does it.
Or I mean, dolphins do it. I guess he's a dolphin. Greg's turn. Mine are funny.
All right.
I structured this one like a joke. The devil's son, a priest, and a shotgun enter a church after a failed attempt at an exorcism and priest night school and damn near bringing on the apocalypse.
Yeah, Blue Exorcist.
Correct.
Crazy joke setup. A priest, the devil's son, go to a church with a shotgun is crazy.
Don't forget the failed exorcism. Oh man, yeah, it's Blue Exorcist. Hero.
I know. I have to think because I know you guys haven't seen a lot of these. Small child walks into bathhouse, sees a bunch of crazy shit, goes home with her parents.
Nope.
Wait. Small child, bathhouse, crazy shit, goes home with parents.
I think she goes home with her parents. She leaves, and the bathhouse ain't there no more.
Nope. I have no fucking clue.
I have no fucking clue. Have I seen this?
It's a giant thing with like a mask, and it just be eating shit.
Oh, Spirited Away.
That was a good bad description.
That's a good bad description. I needed the eating shit to get it, because just the bathhouse is like, that's anything.
Nah, that's not the whole premise. She walks into a bathhouse, a bunch of crazy shit happens, she goes home.
Way to sum up the plot, buddy. Diva.
This is about another group of friends. We'll call them a gang.
Oh god. Stop calling things gangs.
And they're out on an adventure. And accidentally bring. How do I say this? And on this adventure, they accidentally become saviors because their intention is not to be saviors. It's just to do gang shit.
Okay, that eliminates what I was thinking.
Oh, I'm gonna be mad if I'm right, and I better not be right. Is it Black Lagoon?
That's
You remember, you can't talk loud because your mic is fucky. So, see, even that cough isn't getting registered. She's dying. God.
At least they don't hear it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, at least it's not messing up the pod. I'm sorry. No, it is not Black Lagoon, but great guess.
Is it Black
also not
Clover?
Black Clover.
I was about to say, you just give it to us.
It also is not Black Clover. I was just tripping over my words.
I was like, no, she's not gonna give us the one that I just guessed. That'd be fucky. That'd be fucky.
That's a great idea. Okay, another hint without giving it away. Oh, we all know that the prize at the end is the friendships you made along the way. Yeah.
Like a gang, not a gang.
That's a fucking gang. I don't care what you say. They are a textbook definition of a gang.
Yeah.
I said let's call it a gang. I didn't say it wasn't.
I'm sick of you. You use the word gang again. Me and you are gonna have personal beef.
I'm having a great time starting it this way. So trend alert.
All right, my turn.
Make sure
this is a good one. Teen gets framed for crime he didn't commit, gets superpowers, and then attempts to beat the system from the inside.
Prison school?
Close, but no.
Wait, can you say it again?
Teen gets framed for crime he didn't commit, gets superpowers, and then attempts to beat the system from the inside.
Oh, that's Death Note.
Oh,
incorrect.
Black Blood.
Huh?
Not Black Blood. What you call it?
You're getting closer.
I know what it's called. It's the white-haired bitch, and she's naked, but she's not naked, and Dead Man's Wonderland.
There you go, Dead Man's Wonderland. I thought you would have said Persona.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, Dead Man's Wonderland.
But Dead Man Wonderland, yeah.
I tried to read it. I couldn't.
Fun fact, it's only 57 chapters.
Yeah, I got the 43.
You couldn't finish after.
Even I could have finished it. Come on.
I didn't care anymore. I was like, I'm over it.
I was thinking about going back and reading it. It's been on my mind for a while. I don't think I will.
Everything, all the characters are fleshed out at that point, and I'm like, y'all are just dragging this. Just have the fight. Have the goddamn fight.
I think Crow was my favorite character in that show. He was just so lit. Nigga just didn't care.
This is Kenpachi. Okay, characters from a medieval time lands have big epic fight. One pulls out their trump card, goes to modern day Tokyo.
It's easy. That's The Devil's a Part-Time.
Oh shit, that's what that's about?
Yeah.
They're from medieval times?
I would say the good guy's basically homeless and bums off of the village.
They're from medieval times? I didn't know that.
They're from like the Demon Lord and the hero party type world. But when it gets to our world, the hero's a bum who just stalks the villain, and he's just trying to be a manager at McDonald's.
It's not a bum. She has a job at a call center. She has a job in her own place. But yeah, she just
stop making this show sound like something I want to watch.
You've never seen The Devil's a Part-Time?
No. So I didn't like the premise.
They have a baby in season 2.
Excuse me?
They have a kid together. What did he say?
How do you have a kid? They have a kid. Yeah.
That's funny. All right,
Oh,
Diva, you're up.
I had one. Oh, damn. I forgot it. Give me a second. Oh, it was a good one. Oh, okay. It's this group of people. Let's call them a gang.
Is that the title of the episode now or something? Let's call them a gang.
Well, a gang. Who are criminals that have no choice but to save the world.
Oh, that's not gangster.
Suicide Squad.
No. No.
That is the exact plot of Suicide Squad, just so you know. Which also is an anime. They made an anime for it.
It is an anime now. Yes.
Kai.
Also, all of the male characters are mad sus because
Oh, JoJo.
no.
My guy heard
part
sus and
five.
said, JoJo's.
I mean, part 5, they're a gang. They literally just stomped out a guy because they thought he was suspicious.
Oh, I remember that episode. Isn't that when he drank the wine and then they just started beating the shit out of him?
They was like, yeah, he looks suspicious. I think he's a stand user. Get him. And just stomping. And they were like, oh, my bad. Sorry. Stop being so suspicious, damn it.
Can you imagine getting your ass kicked and saying, damn, stop looking how you look?
It's called being black.
Nah.
They were Italians. I don't know this one.
Well, I didn't finish the statement before you said JoJo's. All the men are sus because of the women they choose to be with.
This makes no sense. I don't know what this is. I feel like I've never seen this show.
I've seen it.
Know about the wrestling girls?
No, 7 Deadly Sins.
They aren't villains. They aren't bad people.
I said they were criminals. I didn't say they were bad
They
people.
were criminals.
I
wouldn't
guess.
say stars. I would say
Yeah, they weren't sus. They were just pedophiles.
I didn't want to say pedophile.
No, you had to say that because that would have gave it away. But it's accurate.
Exactly.
Sus means like sus, you know. I don't have a fan in here, but you know, I fan myself sus.
Should have said of the R. Kelly variety. That was a good one.
No, I learned this week that the emoji hand like this, people use that to say gay.
Did someone call you
What?
gay this week, Heed?
No, it's just they were
Wouldn't be
like
the first time.
it wouldn't. But no, they said because they said something and I said something back and it was like, is that your way of saying you're not hand down emoji? I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, mine. Come on, man. Oh, we talked about that on the game. I was like, look, I've never gotten a compliment from a gay guy. That means I'm not pretty as I think I am. Shit.
They want to just put your face in the pillow and take it.
That means I'm not as pretty as I think I am. That just means I'm thick. I already know I'm thick. I want to be pretty. Oh.
That makes me cough.
That was a good one. 7 Deadly Sins was a good one.
Thank you.
I got my next one. Once again, formulated as a joke because it's dark as fuck.
Right.
You remember World War II? Yeah, that with a whole lot more crazy shit going on.
Tanya the whatchamacallit.
No, but good guess.
Pull my
Accurately, like, kind of, but no. I'm finding that this fits a lot more categories than the two that I thought it fit.
Yeah, World War II is used a lot.
We got monsters and shit. Can't hear you.
to number 8.
That nothing to do with World War II.
Yeah, that's a little off, friend. Can I get another thought?
Nazis, Protestants, and vampires.
Seraph of the End?
Nope. Wow. Did not know that. She's so loud, it's not going through. What? What was that?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hellsing.
Hellsing?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hellsing Ultimate.
Oh, fuck.
I thought you guys would have said Attack on Titan, not gonna lie.
Nah. That was not World War II-esque. That was World War One.
Smart.
That hurt. That was a hard one. I mean, I have hard ones too.
My next
I've
one's
never
very-
watched this.
My next one, y'all not gonna get.
I haven't been able to get most of these. I'm afraid I got the first one. Apparently, that was the easiest one.
I
Working
haven't
on hard
before.
All right.
I've never watched this in my life, but I know it's about police officers in the future. Purple-haired bitch. Robots.
At first, I was thinking Power Rangers. Then I started thinking Futurama. Now I'm just confused.
I said police officers.
I know.
Show.
Detectives.
Ghost
in
in the Shell.
future. Yeah, there you go.
I have
Yeah.
never seen Ghost in the Shell.
I've never
I've never
watched
seen
it.
it either. But once you said purple hair, I got it. Okay. I'm ready.
You ready?
Uh-huh. A group of people, let's call it a gang, traveling. We're gonna call it. It's not. What's before medieval? Like, what's before that?
The Dark Times. I don't know.
Renaissance.
What's before? What's before that?
Before Renaissance?
Yeah,
Early.
like- like we talking like early Edo. We'll call it early Edo.
Oh, they have a different scale, but yeah.
Yeah, they have a completely
Early.
different scale in Japan.
Let's call it that. Traveling early Edo period.
Shogi.
Because a nigga got friend zoned.
I think we got friend zone. It's not Hell's Paradise.
I just want you to know this description was so broken and incomplete. You had to ask us for help in the description and then went back to the description. So now I don't even know what the description is.
Look, damn it, it's early
People,
Edo.
let's call it
Friend
a
zone,
gang.
nigga.
Traveling early Edo period because a nigga got friend zoned.
I'm gonna need more context than this. This is a bad explanation of the plot to the max.
It is. The group has to travel because of this nigga's getting friend zoned.
Dragon Ball Z.
No.
Early Edo.
I'm gonna need
group
some
of-
more than this. There's like
No,
no information.
The first isekai.
Ah.
Fuck.
Inuyasha.
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, they
That's
got a.
way earlier than Edo.
It's so much earlier. That's ancient
No.
civilizations at best.
Like Edo, they have cities established.
They have cities, they got weapons, they have way to make meat, they got shit going on. We're not
No.
camping everywhere we go, god damn it.
Well, they were traveling because
Dog, she said that and I immediately thought Samurai Champloo and I'm like, that isn't accurate at all.
Let's
no
be
one
real.
else-
The only reason why all of this happened was because what's his name? Naraku got friend zoned and was upset about it. So he started beef with Inuyasha and Kikyo, and then Inuyasha woke up and was like, "Damn, that's crazy. She put me in this thing." Then Kagome fucks up the thing, fucks up the jewel charm, and now they gotta go on this trip. All because this nigga got put in the friend zone and he was salty.
Lesson
But
to
that's
learn, don't put
crossing-
niggas in the friend zone.
But that's crossing like plot points. You talking about the main characters and then you just jump to the main villain.
They gotta travel
was hard.
because of this nigga.
Yeah, but like usually when you describe a plot, it's like what we're gonna do or what we're going through. Like, I don't know, two demon brothers feuding.
That's so many things.
I know, but guess what? That's a bad plot explanation.
Nah, this was a bad plot explanation.
Because if I said that, I'd be talking about Devil May Cry.
It was
Goated.
hard. It was hard.
All right. Heat, you're going to get this one immediately. But give Diva a chance to try. Opens wallet. Opens wallet. Pulls out monster fucker permit.
Oh.
Oh, that's that one. Come on, that. Come on, where they like rating something about dungeons and stuff. It's got dungeon in the name, I think.
No, it doesn't.
That's how to pick up girls in the dungeon. That's a different one.
That's a different one, and he doesn't fuck anything, surprisingly.
But he does have a card.
I thought that sounded like that one.
You're very close.
Oh, what's that one where the people are rating different species?
There you go. You're getting there.
That one?
You can put it together.
I don't know the name, but like yeah, like
You got all the information. Just put it together. It's not interracial. It's
interspecies reviewer.
Where's the clapper? Where is it? Go ahead. Go ahead and clap it up for you. Yeah.
No, we have a new clapper.
We do? Oh yeah. She did it.
Yeah, that look, for those that do not know, and I stand by this because Funimation used to do this so often, they would add an anime to their catalog. No one vets these things. They just throw it out there, and then like after several episodes are released, they're like, yeah, this is so much hentai. We're just gonna pull this from our catalog. And it gets banned in several countries at the same time.
That's what happened with Redo a Healer, and I was confused as to how this show got greenlit and what company was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and then sent in the work and voice acting and everything, and then said, hey, Funimation / Crunchyroll, have fun with this, because by episode 4 they said no, pulling this, get it out of here.
I think I know how they do it. They give them a bad plot review, and they're like, "That sounds great. You have a lot of readers," and they're like, "Yep, I have this many readers." And they're like,
this guy with healing superpowers wants to heal the world. He's been wronged. He gets a ragtag team, mostly women, of course, and then he wants to get back revenge against those who've done wrong against him. It's in medieval times, so we'll get a lot of sword play. And like, you know what? Make it.
Yep, and they're like, how many readers do you have?
Someone's elbowing the dude on the way out like, this shit gon' bang.
You can't get through the first episode without making a face like, oh my god.
Oh my god. I think that's the thing. I don't know who told me to watch it, but someone was like, yo, go watch this. It's gonna be great. I don't know who you are, but you're a sick man. Oh, yeah.
I thought it sounded like a banger.
Are you now the sick man for suggesting it to other people?
Absolutely. I am the sick man.
No, he's 100%.
I am the sick man. I tell people, look,
I went and read it.
I read it because surprisingly enough, the show is much more vulgar than the manga. The show is like, you can skip past panels, like, and it'll be like 4 panels, and you skip. All right, cool. Unless there's like information that you need to know there, because sometimes there is. You can just skip it. In the show, it'd be whole like 4 to 5 minute instances where it's like in depth, and like someone had to draw and say this, and it's like, all right, you guys are ugh. Shit's crazy.
My next one is really good. I swear. I took you guys' notes and I'm going to apply it.
Okay.
She said that and I got scared immediately.
I have to think of one that Okay, this will be a harder one. Guy plays video game, ends up stuck in a new world, all by
Sword Art
himself.
Online.
Overlord.
He got it.
I was waiting for it was either going to be life or death situation or all by himself. Overlord.
Okay, I'm ready. We have a group of people, let's call them a gang, going against another gang to prove that they are the best, the very best that ever was.
Tokyo Revengers.
Pokemon.
No. What'd you say, Greg?
Tokyo Revengers.
No.
One of the sports ones.
Yes.
Blue Lock. No, Haiku. Wait, what?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Lock,
No one's going.
Yeah,
All right, that's really bad because they're not going against them to prove that they're the best. They're going against them to prove that I'm the best. Egoist. I need to go and read that. I'm about 4 chapters behind, which means I should be at the end of the next match. Ooh-wee.
Watching because I ran out of dubbed episodes, so I gotta wait.
The internet's been going crazy over Nagi's last goal, and I was like, you guys finally get to feel what I felt when I watched that or when I read it.
My question was answered. Show me someone doing this in real life through a random reel I found, and he sure enough he hit the ball down and spun around and kicked it into the goal.
I think everything that they've done so far is possible, and like people after seeing the episodes, the anime fans that play, they'll usually go and be like, all right, well, let me give it a shot. And like I've seen a lot of people like make compilations of like all the moves that people do and like what it would look like in real life. If someone did some of these moves to me in real life, I would quit the game. Cause like the way these appear in real life look so disrespectful.
No,
They look disrespectful in the anime.
Right. For those that don't know, what happened in this one scene that we're discussing is that the character was about to kick the goal, but he caught the ball on his toe, moved his foot back, bounced the ball off the ground behind his back with his big toe, and while it bounced up in the air, he did a half turn and kicked it in with his other leg.
With 2 defenders on him.
With 2 defenders in his face.
Yeah. It wouldn't be as cool if 2 defenders weren't on him, but and spoiler, that's not a spoiler. He tops this later. Everybody, all the goals that you've seen in the U20 match get topped. Easily. Yeah. Nagi's insane.
Who's the guy I'm supposed to be looking out for? The
Pink hair.
One.
Shido.
With the pink hair and the blonde.
Mm-hmm.
He was giving, but I didn't want to say anything.
No,
like I didn't want.
No, he's gay. I think he's gay. Is what I'll say. It's not fully confirmed, but he's horny. Is what I will say.
The bro said, if I'm scoring you, you got to give me your number.
He said, tell you what, you get a hat trick, you can have it. He said, what if I get more than a hat trick? Will you move in with me? He's like, we'll talk about it. He's like, oh.
And he's always talking about bombs and explosions.
And
like,
filling it with his seed.
When I first saw him, like at the end of season 1, I was like, I like you.
I'm making a shirt design for him too.
Look at something about you that's screaming to me. Like, we need to be besties. So
that nigga no more than like
rid of my bestie.
No more than 20 seconds later, he got his next goal.
Damn.
And he was like, hey, one more. Dude's like, yo, let's get more fucking goals.
I'm not there yet. I'm at the first match of like figuring out the team.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still at like the first match of the sorting.
No, the U20 match, me and he specifically were talking about like, I don't want to read it because I just want to read through it. And one time.
Where he's trying to figure out how he can stand out with this other guy. With that guy and the guy who's the younger brother.
Isagi?
Character. Yeah, I don't know his name.
You got enough names, dog.
I don't care about him. Is that weird? We all know I don't like main characters. Like
I don't know why. Isagi's like one of the most likable main characters to me.
I don't like main character. I don't like most main characters. Let's be honest. I don't like most main characters. And no offense, I think it's because it's the anime. He has too much exposition, and it's starting to give bitch nigga to me. And I'm not even trying to be mean. It's like all his exposition kills me. He be like, gotta find a way to keep up. Gotta be a piece of the puzzle. Shut the fuck up and do it. Just do it. Just do it. You're a piece of the puzzle.
But that's the thing. He's not physically adept like everyone else to be a piece of the puzzle. So he has to compensate in other places.
I get it, and that's fine. Do it. Stop telling me you need to do it. Stop telling me you gotta figure it out.
You're gonna love him when he joins Bastard Munchin then. Because right now, he can't get shit on his own. When he's on Bastard Munchin, my man's a producer. I tell you that.
I actually love that he has all that exposition because I'm like, that's what I feel like. If I was in that moment,
that's what I'm gonna be doing. I know I can't physically, I can't big body no one out here. I'm not faster than nobody out here. I'm like equal speed with most people. I don't have the trapping skills of Nagi. I don't have the ball handling skills of Bachira. But what I do know is that I can outthink you niggas. I'ma do that.
And I know the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
Especially when I'm in the game, I'd be like, all right, wait, there you go. He'd be like, then it just stop and he turned into a puzzle. I'm like, it's puzzle.
That's when I get excited because I know he about to.
That's the anime fault. That's actually anime.
And I really think it's the anime. So I think if I like read it, I would be like, "Yup, he about to get on some shit." But the anime, we be in the puzzle for like 20 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I see this puzzle one more time.
In the manga, it's usually one panel of him like doing his signature, wipe his mouth. Yeah, and his eyes are like that, and then like the puzzle in the back, like I can't figure it out. What is going on? And then the next page is him like, I got it. Here's what I'm gonna do. But we're in the action the whole time, so it's like you don't get held up on this 20-second monologue of someone being like, I gotta think about this, I gotta do this, he's doing this, he's doing this. It's always after a goal or like when he's not doing anything. It's never during the action.
Oh, and that's the thing about the anime, it's always in the action. Like he be battling it out with somebody, like all the little flips and dribbling and stuff, and then it'd be like, I gotta figure it out, I can't let him steal, shut up, and play soccer.
What's crazy about it is he's more of in my opinion, he's more of an effective midfielder than he is a fucking forward.
By definition.
By definition of soccer, he would be an amazing midfielder because he has defensive capabilities. He can read the offense to know when he needs to defend, but he also has decent attack capabilities, especially when he has someone helping him.
He's adaptable. He's very adaptable to the people around him and the situation. So it's more of a midfielder.
Yeah.
I think the goalie doesn't get enough love, even though he's basically not a striker anymore. But
that nigga gave up.
Yeah, Garumaru is like his real life clone, and I say this to my football buddies. You don't watch this, but the Steelers wide receiver number 14. If you look up some of his highlight catches, I'm like, what type of freak of nature is this? Like, you just be doing acrobatic shit in the instant that the ball is right here. Like, they're the same. You
mean like how OBJ used to get all those amazing one-handed passes right in the end zone?
Worse.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Look up George Pickens or just Steelers 14 highlights. Some of them don't be counting, and it's like, y'all gonna just not like give him the credit.
He be giving up the body for some of those.
Just give him the credit.
I love Blue Lock. It's one of my favorite mangas right now.
I gotta pick it back up. I caught up on Chainsaw Man, but we'll get into that another time.
Like I said, I got I'm about 4 chapters behind in Blue Lock, specifically because where they are right now, I can't read it week to week. It would make me mad. Because everything's going on right now, since it's like the last matchup of the I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's the last matchup of the blah, blah, blah that's going on right now. Because if I say what it is, I'm spoiling what's happening now.
Yeah, no, I at the beginning of that other match with Fachi, whatever his name is.
You're pretty far behind.
Yeah, I know. 228. Greg, you're actually up.
So mine, I didn't plan for this many. I had 3, 4. So I had 1 extra. This is a cartoon. 5 adolescents, let's call them a gang, live in a big house together and get in a wacky hijinks, but also life-threatening situations on a daily mission to make the world a better place.
Frost's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Hell no.
I said
Kids Next Door.
Yes.
I said that already.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I thought you guys would have said Teen Titans at the very least.
I said 5. I said Kids Next Door.
Teen Titans?
There was no better answer. Once you say a number, that's why you don't give numbers.
Yeah. So.
But it could have been Teen Titans.
Nope.
It wasn't.
It actually was originally. Then I was like, nah, Kids Next Door would be harder.
I missed 5 because if I heard 5, I would have said Kids Next Door. But all I heard was Let's Call It a Gang, and I started tripping. So
if I were to give a bad description of the plot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, I'd probably say this is probably an acid trip, but all my friends are here.
Would think like, what's that show? I would have said Adventure Time.
That's worse. Huh? That's a bad acid trip.
That's a very bad acid trip.
That's a deer that broke this nigga's knees in legs in 2 places.
There was have you seen a clip of Craig from the Creek and the deer that they ran into?
Yeah, the buff one. They gave him like 5 seconds to run. And then they turned around and said, yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah, okay. I guess this is the last round, so I'll let y'all pick between the number 1 and 3.
3.
I didn't
He's
hear.
the boss.
He's the boss. Kind of just a show about characters that are lackadaisical, wandering through the world.
Are they a gang?
I mean, you could call them a gang, in a sense. Lackadaisical, walking through the world, eventually getting to a destination, but there's no real rush. They just care about the side adventures and the vibes.
Sounds like One Piece.
Yeah, but there's no adults except for one.
Hell no.
There's only one adult. She's kind of a grandma, but she's also a little kid.
Hunter Hunter.
Nope. She often gets caught in mimics.
Wait, fuck, shit, I know what this is. Konosuba.
No.
He just knew he had it too.
Dog, she gets caught in mimics often in that show. That happened multiple times.
I mean, see, the difference between this show and Konosuba is in Konosuba, they kill the Demon Lord. They're still trying to. They used to in the past, something like years and years ago. They killed one.
Reincarnated slime?
No. You said 3, so this is what you get. She's a mage.
Is it that Faerun thing?
Never seen it.
I've never seen it, so I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna go with never seen it.
I mean, that's a good guess, but it's Frieren, yeah.
Frieren, that it is. I said Faerun.
So I've never seen it. Okay.
I've only seen clips of it, like the one where she's like, I'm a demon. I've been living for over 500 years. I think I could know if someone's suppressing their magic. It's like, I've been living over 1,000. Kill yourself. Then she does.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she was so powerful that she basically just told her to kill herself, and she did it.
So the demon's ability was like when she has more magical power than someone, like she can control their actions. And so just like in Bleach, how you could sense someone's spiritual pressure, in this world, a lot of people can see people's spirit outlines. And when you're suppressing it, they see the slightest like waves in it, just like, oh, you're trying to suppress your power. But Frieren has literally been doing this her entire life. So people can't tell what her real power level is unless they're like as old as she is, because she's suppressed it for over 1,000 years. So it's like, you would think, oh, she's just weak. So she was like, yeah, I'm stronger than you. So I say, kill yourself. She's like, no, I'm stronger than you. And then she unleashes her energy, and then like the girl
chops her own head off.
Yeah, Frieren's it has a great score for it's an interesting watch because it's fun. Like they have a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself too serious, and it really shows you like life from the perspective of an elf in these fantasy worlds, because 1,000 years is nothing to them, and to us that's 10, 12 generations of people.
Yep. Elves.
And so Freerin, she just kind of wanders aimlessly through the world, but because time means nothing to her, she'll spend time in a city and be like, "Oh, I was there for like 5 months." She's like, "You were there for 50 years." Like, when you got here, my granddad was a child. He's dead now.
Yeah.
He's like, and then she'll be like, "Oh, you're right. You aren't him. You do look a little different."
A little different? Oh, you humans look the same. That's racist. Speciesist, I guess. Oh man. Yeah, I mean that's the thing that happens in like those fantasy worlds. Like if you ever play D&D or anything like that, every race has different types of longevity. Like what is it? Dwarves and elves, they live a really long time. I think elves actually live the longest. Like getting to 2,000 years old is like very easily possible. So like yeah. Fun fact, there were elves and interspecies reviewers, and one of the main characters in elf is a guy, and he likes old ladies because to him that's still youthful. He's like the young looking elves are the old ones, the old looking elves are the young ones. Like to me, a 75-year-old human, that's fine wine. That's mature. I'm old. I think he was like 100 something. Like, I'm old. I don't want one of these young broads. And then the human's like, I like a young looking elf. He's like, yo, she's 1,200 years old. That's a grandma.
Somebody's grandmother.
And then the third interesting aspect of their dynamic is they had a third member who was an angel.
A fallen angel.
He had a fallen angel. So he was both genders.
Mm-hmm.
But they thought he was a boy. I didn't watch the full thing, but I know they thought he was a boy for majority. And he was like, I'm going to just let them believe that because I don't want them to review me.
I don't think they ever found out specifically, but like everybody else kind of knew. So I'm assuming they found out too, because like they went to a gender swap place, and it's like they cast a spell on you and then you can hire anyone or anything that you want. The elf, when he got turned into a girl, he hired a slime. The dude had a girl, the human guy had a girl, and then the elf had the angel had a hyena woman, because hyenas also have both, so he didn't have to drink the potion thing.
Something I want to tell y'all. Talk about that. Sorry. Shit. Fuck. Oh, got it. Okay, so Hell's Paradise, right? The little things, they're both threw me for a loop, because I was like, what is happening here?
What, you wanted some of that lucy? That they them lucy?
I didn't say that.
So Hell's Paradise wars, it's a lot. Honestly, like it wouldn't hurt to watch the Weeb Commander explain, because he did a good job on that.
I love him. He has a Hell's Paradise explanation. Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
They're both, because they cycle energy to keep their eternal youth. So
yes, the way the energy works. Yes. Yeah. I didn't get it.
It's a closed system, is what you're trying to say?
It's because of like the yin yang thing. So they have to be both to be the most, because you have to be like angry but calm. You gotta be strong but weak. So gotta be masculine and feminine. So they're both.
Gotta have dick and balls, but also vagine.
That's I'm gonna say those were the same.
Hey, the dick's the hard part. The balls, if you kick a dick, it's not gonna hurt. You kick some balls, oof, you're going down.
Really? I just thought it was like, not that is one thing.
Nope, you thought it was one thing. Don't lie to us.
No.
You thought if you kick him in the dick, it's just all gonna hurt.
No. I just figured I'm not sure because you can't, but like it seems really hard to like kick one and not the other.
Nagi could do it.
But I feel always on top, like a comfy, like it's pillow. So like they're like always together, they're like best buds. So yeah,
Now make it erect.
but it goes like this.
Not if it's erect.
Make it erect.
Okay. Who's penises? Who's doing this?
Someone
It's
who's
a fetish.
getting paid to do so.
It's a fetish.
Yeah. Fuck. I was gonna say, did you ever watch the thing I sent you, Diva? Because you said you wanted to be able to just breeze through Chainsaw Man Part 1 so you could read Part 2. I sent you someone who's gonna read it to you.
I didn't need that because I get the Weeb Commander's weekly reviews of Chainsaw Man.
But you don't know everything that happened in Part 1, so you just jump to Part 2?
I'm in. And when something from Part 1 relates, he tells me. He says, "Oh, remember in Part 1 where XYZ happened?"
You're such a perp. You're such a fucking perp.
And I'm like, oh, I remember that.
And this is why you're not a gamer.
Same thing for Boruto. Like, I didn't go back and read it, but I am in True Blue. True Blue voice acts me and him like this. I have no clue how Kawaki got here, but he's here.
Perp. I'm gonna make a shirt just for you, and I'm gonna mail it to you. It's gonna be your face on it, and it's gonna say "Anime Perp."
Perp. Just skip some parts.
Yeah, the important beginning. Fuck how they got here. They're here now.
Is it? Cause what can I do? What can I? It's like kids. They're
What?
here now. What can I do?
What?
There's a lot you could have did before the kid got here, brother.
No, you could. I live in Florida. No, it's not. It's not much I could have done.
Seafood boil, drinking, stairs, fist.
But
That's four
no,
things right there.
But also, I gave Boruto a chance. I tried, and
I think we all gave Boruto a chance, and it pissed
I
us
did
off.
not. I didn't want to finish Naruto. I just invested most of my life into it. I had to.
I
Same
finished
with-
it,
same
and
for
I was
me.
happy with
For
how
me
it
for
ended.
finishing.
I think Naruto ended the best way it could, but then Boruto takes its pants down and shits on his legacy.
I don't know about all of that. I
The
feel like
beginning
it
of Boruto, absolutely. Boruto has been out for how many years for us to now say that it's getting good?
No, don't get me wrong about the Boruto thing.
Okay.
I agree with that. But I feel like Naruto may have tripped at the finish line. Yes, they crossed first, but we tripped on the way there.
I don't think we did. I think that the final fight was fully fleshed out. I think that Sasuke wanted to be Hokage is a weird one, but I think that it was all pretty good.
Sasuke wanted to be Hokage. Kaguya's random ass appearance, because Madara should have just been the final villain. It should have. He should have, and I get it. We redeemed. We didn't want him to be so terrible, but he was a terrible guy.
They made him broken. You couldn't beat him. They had to write him
He
out.
had unlimited chakra. He had the Sage of Six Paths stuff. He had regeneration. No, they would have beat him. After they got the buffs, they would have been able to beat him. Because Night Guy almost killed him.
Right, but they could have touched hands. They would have just touched hands to Madara.
They could have done a part 3 of the fight. If they did a part 3 of the fight, I would have been just as satisfied as if they brought in Kaguya. Like, I would have been more satisfied.
They started nerfing him after he flexed with the Susanos. They said, yeah, we should dial this back some.
You're not lying. They did nerf the fuck out of him because this man definitely said...
Then they brought him back to life. Why? He could have stayed dead.
Because I believe
Oh, Kabuto's jutsu was timing out. That's what
it was timing out, and they were like, if he doesn't revive himself now, he's gonna just be dead.
Exactly. So he was reanimated through someone else's spell, and he said, "Oh no, we're not going to stop here," and just brought himself back. That's insane. Insane.
I think we could have found a way to just defeat. And I get it, and because of Kaguya,
you could have did all the same shit with Madara. Just have him be like, y'all level up, fuck that, I'm leveling up, and just do all the same shit and not introduce Kaguya. That's it.
I didn't need Kaguya. That's all I'm saying. I didn't need her. And
but we needed Kaguya to have Boruto.
No, see where I'm going here?
No, that doesn't make Kaguya worth it. I would have been okay if Boruto didn't exist. If Naruto was sterile because of the Nine-Tails and didn't have a kid, I'd be okay.
Honestly,
we didn't
if
need
they turned it
Kaguya.
into the Office sim and just Naruto doing paperwork all day,
I'd be happy.
If Boruto was just Naruto's slice of life, I would watch it every day.
Guys, I got another shirt idea.
Okay,
Ready?
go ahead.
It's Shikamaru with a stack of papers, Naruto in his office, ramen noodles, stacks of papers everywhere, and on the top it just says, "I used to pray for times like this."
Isn't Shikamaru his vice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I said they made it over the finish line. They won the race. They finished. They just tripped. Like, we were running and we like tripped, and it's okay.
But now that trip
Boruto's
is
kinda
intentional
cool now.
because it had to happen for Boruto to have a plot. So
That's hindsight. They made the trip intentional. It wasn't intentional.
hey man,
Oh, so they must have during that trip is when Neji died, huh? Because I ain't asked for that.
Neji didn't have to go.
Nobody asked for that.
It did nothing to the story other than somebody died during this big war. Who is important to us? Other than
Made
the
his cousin
thousands.
fuck the main character.
Huh?
We could have killed Tintin.
It made his cousin fuck the main character. That's all it did.
She was gonna
She
fuck
was
him
already
anyway.
fucking-
She was gonna fuck that boy anyway.
She was ready to fuck him since childhood.
She was ready to fuck him since he was on that swing. Goddamn it! She said, "I'd love to be that swing."
Yeah, but now guess who has to go console somebody whose cousin just died?
Oh, a
Guess who's
shoulder
not
to
even
cry on
sad
and a
about
dick
the
to ride
cousin
on, huh?
dying. They
She-
happy that somebody coming over to the house.
Someone's coming, is what you mean.
We had the pain fight. Where instead of yelling Naruto's name, she got in a fight. She did something about it.
Was that a shot?
It was.
Is that a shot? I feel like that's a big shot. Scoping everything.
Girl.
Yeah.
Look,
You
I'm
know-
not gonna lie. I see a nigga blow up my whole city and just floating like he's Ninja Jesus. You think I'm hopping in the ring? Yeah, you got me fucked up. I'm screaming for whoever's name too. I don't give a
Don't say
fuck.
that. Cause I'll play that trick when you ever seen the picture where somebody's like, I know you're thinking it's pain up in the sky, but that's just a fly on the window. But the way the fly was right below the sun, like, oh no, that was Goku in the Spirit Bomb.
That's even
The
worse.
pain one was the kite. Someone had a kite of pain flying in the sky.
That's terrifying. I would totally do that though.
Scary shit up. So the Weeb Commander, he tried to convince people that Sakura isn't as bad as she is, and she is as bad as she is. And my biggest anger with Sakura is the emotional manipulation that she does of Naruto.
Oh, wholeheartedly.
I think that is the biggest reason why I hate her. Because not that she was useless, like, I get it, she's not as strong as them. And then she does get pretty powerful and very knowledgeable and gets strong in her own right. But when Naruto was in that, and this was my final straw, there were other straws, but this is my final straw. Naruto's in that village and she says, I love you, Naruto. Don't go.
I hated her. I hated her so
Kill
much.
that bitch. Kill that bitch. Because you a liar. You lied to his face. He know you lying. But instead of being like, you know what, I'm wrong. I just don't want to see you guys fight. You guys are both my friends, blah, blah. She doubles down. She doubles down.
Hey
Oh,
man, you calling a lie, you telling the truth, you doubling down. I just want to know. Cause me, I'm doubling the fuck down. I'm tripling down. I'm quadrupling. I'm all the way down. I'm all in. I'm caught.
Not that
And
lie.
Not
That was the
lie.
worst lie
Then-
she could have told though.
It was just so bad because the other part is because he's your friend and y'all have been cool for so long, like even though like you've been playing with him, one, that's not gonna do anything. And two, you could have said something like, I'm just worried about y'all. I don't want y'all to kill each other. You could have said that to him and he would have understood that. But no, you went for emotional manipulation.
You
Over
damn
some
right.
nigga who was ready to kill you multiple times.
I was about to say multiple times because this wasn't a one-time thing where he was like, my bad. We're ninjas. It happens. No, this was several occasions in which
When
this
he
nigga was ready to
trying
end
make a
you.
point, he was trying to make a point by murdering you. And you still like, nah, he just was trying to scare me off. No. If he could have, you would be dead.
Bitch, I
It
wanted
would
you
be
dead.
over. Like, can't with that.
That's just he just playing. That's just how we play. But I wanted to kill you.
So it's just that is where like people lose me with the Sakura argument. She is not weak. She is not like useless in a fight. Like
she's the strongest Konoichi, actually.
She's very strong and she's very intelligent, but she's a shit person. And no one can convince me otherwise. And that is why she was trash.
She's just not like the end all be all of Sakura's character is she's not likable. Period, point blank. That's what it is.
Thing like even Sasuke, and I fucking hate Sasuke. Even he's
still likable to a certain degree.
He had growth. He learned from his mistakes. Oh, I shouldn't try to kill the bitch that loves me. Oh, I shouldn't try to be Hokage. That's not for me.
He had good intentions behind all of his bad actions. Sakura's just a bad person.
She was a bad person. And then, because y'all know we like Chris is watching Naruto for the first time, very deep into it. We are now, Lady Tsunade just came back to the village. So, like, we are now, like, Chris is in it. And, it was like when we first met Sakura, and she was like, he doesn't have no parents. He doesn't know what to do because he doesn't have a mom and dad. To Sasuke, and I'm like, you know that he don't have a mom and dad too, right? Like, we know this. We know that all of Uchiha are dead. He don't got nobody either.
I guess she forgot, because damn sure said that right in front of him.
But here's my thing. You forgot this about like you've been sucking since you seen him? Nah, miss me. Miss me.
It was funny. I saw a post. It was like the Leaf Village is crazy because they were talking about Naruto's clan and how the Leaf Village, of the fear of their power and the fear of the forgetting from where the Uzumaki clan came from, exterminated them niggas. Then after exterminating them niggas, they wear their symbol all over the village. And then after wearing their symbol all over the village, the last surviving member from said clan, they treated like absolute shit. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Follow the Leaf, and we supposed to be team the Leaf Village, but I'm not. The Leaf Village is
America.
Like, I was gonna say that.
That's Ninja America right there.
I mean, the second Hokage is by definition a bigoted racist.
Oh yeah, those who chiggers. And what's crazy is he's like, why'd you hate the Uchiha, bro? He's like, well, I didn't hate them. They were more than capable.
Yeah, all of his major accomplishments are things he created to destroy the Uchiha.
Like literally oppress people.
Flying Raijin. Yeah. I just wanted to move faster than those damn Uchiggers could see.
Then what was the other thing? Like it just like it don't like it's a deep anime.
That's why I don't go back to it. I press forward like we should.
I think, but that goes back to the fact that like the best anime tend to have themes of oppression, racism, and classism. Those are like the three you got to get in there. If you add anything else, that's good, but those are like what you gotta hit. Now these days they're starting to add things about like sexual assault and mental health. Generally speaking, anime follows whatever the leading problem is, and that's what makes them so great. Full Metal Alchemist, classism, racism, disableism.
Tone it down. I can't hear you.
Yeah, remember. I'm gonna need you to start. You gotta do this. Look, you're looking at me. You gotta talk right here.
Just put it in my mouth.
Whoa! Too much. Dial it back.
So the one problem in the world was accent.
Yeah, but also take like 4 inches back, big bro. Like you sound like a coughing. You sound like a robot. There you go, right there. Right here. Right there. Perfect.
Right here.
We're gonna get you a pop filter. But yeah, for the most part, that's one of the leading problems at the moment. But you also have to be able to disguise it well. Like most people, even racists who see Tobirama's hate for the Uchiha, I'd be like, damn, why you hate them so much? They're people. And I'd be like, are we missing the point here?
Someone said that about one. It was something about One Piece, and it was like One Piece doesn't talk about racism.
Oh my god, yes it does. Someone was like, after the election, people were trying to be like, Luffy would have voted for Trump. I'm like, no, he wouldn't.
No,
Luffy hates politics.
he wouldn't be bothered. But that's not the point.
He wouldn't have voted at all, but he wouldn't have been happy about the people who are oppressing over the people and taking away their meat.
He would just punch Trump like he did the Celestial Dragon.
Someone had a whole breakdown of how Trump is a celestial dragon.
Yes.
That shit was funny.
What a great time. Oh, guys, I was so sick. My nose hole closed.
It closed?
You took it out?
Well, I didn't know it was out because I was literally blowing my nose every 20 seconds.
You do that anyway.
No, I don't.
Your nose is always stuffed.
No, it's not.
It is.
Anyway, and because I didn't know it was out, I woke up like 2 days later and was like, I no nose ring. And then I went to go put one in. It closed.
No, dude,
Chris
you just
was
gotta
like,
push really hard.
That's what Chris said, and I said, nah, it's closed.
Stop being a pussy.
You are what you eat.
Wayne said that, but he said not to call him pussy, so you just are a pussy. You'll be eating cat and Chinese food.
Cannot wait to get back to Baltimore and have real Chinese food. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I really want
the mumbo sauce.
I
Forget
don't
the
like
mumbo sauce.
We don't want no mumbo sauce.
That's definitely a PG thing.
We have different terms of Chinese food.
I want beef yap.
And you live 40 minutes away from me. That's insane. Think about that. 40 minutes away, we define food.
I think that goes back to what we were saying earlier, where like everywhere is so different. 40 minutes away is different, dog.
40 minutes away from me
40 minutes around 495 and everything's the same.
I guess.
That's insane.
It's No Shave November, and I'm not going to shave till the end of the month.
Me either.
That's disgusting.
Why you can't see it?
Because you're a woman, that's why.
I want to see the beard come in.
Yeah, grow that beard in.
You're right there.
Show us how high those testosterone levels are.
So fucking high. So fucking high. I don't even get it. Like, why do I have so much testosterone?
Social experiment I want to run on my friends. I've told my female friends that I want them to understand what male puberty feels like, the wanting to stick it in any hole you can find, because so many people have explained to me like, guys can't be that horny when they're going through puberty. I'm like, oh, it's worse than you could ever imagine. Not worse as in like it hurts or anything, it's just you want to hump everything. I was like, you guys could just take some topographical testosterone and we could run a test and see how that plays out. And they are all like, no, what if something bad happens to me? I'm like, oh, it's for science.
It's for science.
It's for science. It's crazy. And I already want to hump everything, so.
Exactly. You're like a control group.
The control is insane.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
It's pretty bad. I feel like sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, dang, like, am I a dude? I know I'm not, but like, oh, like I feel bad because I'm like, Chris wants to be with a woman, and I'm over here like, let me help you.
You're gonna make a man out of her? Oh, I couldn't keep it in.
Like a raging bull?
Oh.
I'm vulnerable with you guys.
What about the Great Typhoon?
With all the speed of a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire.
So I'm like, I don't want to do all that girly stuff. Chris is like, let's do face mask. And I'm like, gay. I don't do that girl stuff.
So the other day, Diva asked me who I think wears the pants in her relationship, right? And I was like, you. And she was like, what? No, and I'm like,
I didn't ask who wore the pants. I asked who. I think I asked who's not who's the girl, but like who's a girl like between me and Chris.
that's not what you said. Because if you said that, I'd say you're the girly girl, obviously.
No, we talked about this because it was DJT Jones and his partner. I'm not gonna put her name out there like that. If she wanted out, Joy, me, you, and your sister and our other sister. And I was like, okay, guys, because I asked Heed specifically, am I a girl? And then I said, who's like the girl, who's the boy out of me and Chris? And y'all.
Oh, in that scenario, I still say you. You are the most nigga female I know.
And then he said that I was a girl sometimes, which I'm gonna take his sometimes as 95% of.
You tried to literally box me when we were in front of people we didn't know at our first panel, nigga.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's on camera. You cannot know all you want. You were there. I have it on film.
Yeah, he said I'm 95% girl, so we're all good.
Didn't say that. Yeah, continue.
And remember what I said, guys. Die with the lie. Double down, triple down. You gonna quadruple down? Did I say it too? I must have. Go ahead. Lie to me. Her mic won't let her spit out any more lies. Every time she talked, it wouldn't come through. It said, "You're done. You're cut."
If this was Among Us, we would say you're sus and you can't defend yourself.
Oh yeah, you're getting voted off. She has the IDs.
That's not fair. Not fair.
Just
Oh
like,
Lord.
Crazy.
Oh, my eyes are watering. Laugh too much. At least I'm not coughing, so I'll take it.
And this is why I didn't go to sleep until 3:30 last night. Because I was too busy laughing and ha-haing and kiki-keying with my friends.
I'm gonna be up late tonight because I have to cook for a work potluck.
I'm gonna be up late tonight because I don't want to go to sleep and I took a nap today.
I took a nap too, so I'm gonna actually take, when we get off the pod, I knew I'm not today. I'm gonna take my laptop in the kitchen so I can talk to you guys. Because Chris is going to sleep because they're sick. So I need someone to talk to.
Lol. That's all I had. Because I don't have any news because we were supposed to do album reviews, but we didn't.
Because Bento was dying.
I was going to put you out there, but you're going to do it. Yeah, she ain't listening.
It's okay. I didn't listen because I was sick. I was really, as you guys could see, the entire podcast, me literally hacking up my lung. Everything's fine. I went to the doctor today. He gave me for my congestion. So,
you got anything else you want to say? Share.
I wanted to mention how fun the Death Note game has been. If you don't know, Death Note e-anime about the notebook and you write people's names and they die, and et cetera, came out with a Among Us style game where there are two killers versus the detectives, and there's one super detective that has his own special abilities the rest don't have. The killer and his assistant have their own abilities, and what makes this really unique from Among Us, besides the whole premise, is the fact that when you vote somebody out, they don't necessarily die, they get arrested for a round. So it adds layers of complexity to the game. And I've seen, this is my first experience in several years playing buy-ins. I don't like it. They yell a lot, they complain a lot.
What's the YN?
Young nigga.
Young nigga.
Oh, okay, so I was right in my head. Okay.
Yeah. Keats made a skit about this last week, and I thought it was spot on accurate because you enter a lobby, they somehow sense that you're an adult. They don't know how old, they just know that you have a job, and they go in relentlessly, religiously, ruthlessly. They just attack you for no reason. And they just come into lobbies like 5-year-olds just screaming for no reason.
Oh yeah, I every time I go into a lobby where it's just someone screaming in the mic or something, I leave immediately. Like I'm not wasting my time with people who want to just scream relentlessly like a fucking toddler. What?
Then how do you play with him? Because I was on the phone with Jordan yesterday and the door was closed and I could hear him.
Because you gotta yell over people in those chats sometimes. Like, he just stays silent until he can get the floor. But me, I'ma yell my way to the front, because niggas in this game has showed me how dumb people really are. Because it's 2 rounds, I think he was there for one of them, where I finessed. I was caught. They saw me writing in the notebook. I told this nigga, I killed 2. You can only kill 2 people per round unless they change the setting. But it was 2 people per round, right? I killed my 2. I tried to snipe L, because I was Kira, and I was like, look, this dude saw me. I said, I came up close to Mike and I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm about to finesse this and get you locked up. He's like, no you're not. Next round that nigga was in cuffs, I tell you what. And guess what, next round I killed L. Why? Because I'm like that. He finally got to play as a team. We've played many games together. Finally got to play as a fucking team. It didn't go as planned, but we still won. He took one for the team and purposely got caught, but I had to finesse the rest of that because they were kind of on to me. Not gonna lie.
He was low key selling a little bit, but he made it out. He made it out because of other people's stupidity. Honestly,
you can really outsmart so many people in that game.
I think the thing about video games that bothers me, especially like games like this, where you have to investigate and have a discussion as a group, is people like to metagame. And what metagaming is, you take the game out of the gaming world and into reality. Because people will be like, oh, I'll be right back, like I gotta go do something. And then they're not gone, they're just there. Or they'll be like, oh, I have an emergency. Or they'll be like, oh, I'm just trying to like end this game now, like it's me because I need to go do something else. And so I take them at face value because I'm like, why would you care enough to lie about your real life over this game?
I'm guilty of that because I was like, because what I would do is like I'd write people's names in the book at the beginning of the round and like go do random other shit so no one would ever know it was me. I said, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Everyone else took it at face value. He's smart ass. Was like, nah, this nigga's not pissing. He's in the game. He saw me as soon as I got done. He was like, oh, yeah, you're caught.
Him saying that and us spawning in, I immediately went to where he spawned, already walking out the room. I'm like, oh yeah, it's you. There's no way around it. You didn't go anywhere. You just needed 10 seconds to write. All right, bet.
Yo, I don't know how you be putting in input so fast because I gotta like actually read it. I see you open the book, close the book. I'm like, yo, how is he that fast?
Well, so what I try to do is I don't try to stand there and get all the criminals. When I do play the criminal kill away, I walk into a room, because what you're supposed to do, we're missing a lot of context here. The investigator is supposed to talk to NPCs, and the NPCs might have seen something, so they'll tell you little bits of evidence, like, oh, 2 people came today. It's like, oh, I saw somebody talking on a radio, or some random pieces of evidence that will help you get closer to killer. Because there is a game mode where you turn off mics, and you have to do all your investigating through actually talking to NPCs and things you see and chat dialogues. So that's weird in a good way for me. But the thing that, what was I saying? Oh, so what you're supposed to do is walk up to the NPCs and like get information from them. Are in secluded places. What I do sometimes is I'll walk up to the NPC, and in that time I'll just open the book, write some names, and then close the book and walk away like I went up and talked to them. So
shit's hilarious. Great game. I very much enjoy it. It's been really fun to play. Like, I get lost in the time playing it. You can really lock in. It's a great game. I recommend people play it. It is $10 on Steam. That is not expensive for how much fun you get out of this game and the replayability. What'd you say?
Free on PlayStation if you PlayStation Plus.
Yep. So worth it, Diva. If you wanted to game with us, you could play that, and then we could bully you.
Now that I'm getting over my cold, I can. Because before I would look, when I say I was just laying in the bed dying, I would go to work and struggle. I'll try my best to just make it through the day and not die, and then come home and go to sleep. And that was my week last week. and looking like summer this week because yesterday I did stuff. You guys saw it. I was productive. All that productive. That actually took me 3 hours to do. And I know it doesn't look like 3 hours, but I was trying to get like the sizing and the spacing right, and I was being really anal about it.
No, it looked good.
It looked good. I understand.
Just have to add in all the graphics now, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did today while I was at work, and I had some free time. I wrote down all the graphics I need to go get because I don't just have this stuff like stocked. So I'm gonna go pull it all, and then I'll add it in, and then you guys can give more comments and feedback and stuff.
Nice. But yeah, I highly recommend Death Note: The Killer Within if you wanted like a cool little game to play. If you really liked Among Us, if you really like Death Note, hell, if you don't like, it's just a fun game in my opinion. It's not that complicated. The complication comes with people.
And if you're
Among Us was so much fun. It was a great time during COVID.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Like, if you try getting in on a wave, because that is the new Among Us. People will be playing it, and people will enjoy watching you play. So, recommend that.
And anybody can play. It's very.
Yeah, it's not. There's no skill gap there. It's just the things you pay attention to, or how believable you can be when lying to others.
Soccer would be really bad at this game.
Who? Oh yeah. Whenever it's he always usually ends up killing me like first. I hate it.
That's not my fault. It's usually my partner.
I only let one person touch me per round, and if someone's being real sus about it, I'm like, yep, I'm about to die. And then I die. And then I see that he's the killer, and I'm like, yep, sounds about right.
Yeah, it sucks. The other thing that I found really depressing in the gaming world is Barking Zero has completely died because the gaming culture is so different than it was almost 20 years ago. Or 15
it's
years
all
ago?
about comp, who's the best of the best, who can do this better, what's going to get you the fastest win. Like, people aren't just playing to have fun, and like, it's meant to be a button masher. It's not meant to be this super strategic I counter, you counter game, but that's what people have made it.
Like, I get it, like trying to be skilled at it. But
yeah, but it's like there was compilations of it the first day it came out, like people doing the perfect like dodge counter over and over, like for 2 minutes straight until their key bar ran out. Like, that's impressive but annoying if every battle comes down to A, if I have enough resources, or B, if you just practice this more than me. Like, a lot of people don't have mechanical skills to where like they have to use supers the entire game. Like, there are some people who don't use them at all. It'll just whip your ass. Period, point blank. That's it. I'm just giving you straight hands this whole match. Yeah. But I do like what the competitive scene is doing. If you haven't seen it yet, the competitive scene for each area, so each demographic, so Germany, Europe, America, they're making it so that you have to have a specific person on your team. And they took like all the top like 10 characters and gave it to a different area, right? And then the next level, the quarterfinals, there's another person you have to have on your team. And then the semifinals, I believe it starts to be like people you can't have on your team. And it's like a huge list of people you can't have. So it basically forces people who have different team comps, but also you know what to expect with certain high-level characters. Like, people who only pick like Vegito all the time. Like, now you know in this certain area demographic, you're not gonna have to deal with that. You got to deal with, I don't know, Super Saiyan Blue Goku is like one of the characters that's designated for an area to have, but you know you have to have that on your team, or you know they're gonna have that on their team. So how you build your comp outside of that is up to you. And I've been seeing some pretty interesting comps, but at the same time, I've been seeing some shit ones too.
Learned from playing Mario Party that my hand-eye coordination is shit.
That it is.
And I learned that in Mario Party.
And that's okay.
I'd be terrified to give Diva the Death Note, because you got to put in the inputs to write someone's name, and she'd be like, wait, this. All right, cool. And then someone walk in and be like, it's you. And I'd be like, oh, we're cooked. Fuck.
No, you're caught in 4K for sure.
Yeah.
Anytime people would do that, I'd be like, I'm like, I saw them. They came in here and was writing. I walked in here and they was in here writing in the book.
That sound convincing. You're a woman. They're not gonna believe you.
You're right.
Niggas online bullying women. Oh, you're a woman? Yeah, get her out of here. That shit's kind of funny. It's terrible, but it's funny how fast it happens. I have Among Us on my computer. I'm looking at it.
This is why they all pay for sex. How about that?
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had the bread, yeah, I'd pay for it too. Shit.
I was literally just in a lot of. They were clowning him when I joined, and then he was like, "Yeah, when I was 16, I paid for some OnlyFans."
Fuck it.
He was like, "Shit, if I had the bread back then, of course."
Yeah. If you got the bread for it, I and it's crazy. I feel like if I go back about a few years, my opinion on this is crazy different. But like, if you got the bread for it, fuck it. I mean, it's your bread at the end of the day. Like when I hear like Casanat, like when it came out that essentially he's paid for it, no one got in his ass because he's got the bread to pay for people you'll never get the opportunity to have sex with. Now, if you're paying for it for mid pussy, that's different. But if you're paying for it for some shit that no one's ever gonna get, like some famous shit, it's like, oh well, if that's the only way. I think that's how people look at it. But yeah, great game. I recommend you guys play it. Me and he'd been playing it. We finally, and then he got to just join in on our victory the other day. Me and Twan finally beat the zombies Easter egg, so that was fun. Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I was like, look, you guys are along for the ride. Me and Twan, we got 90% of this. Just be here and don't die too much.
No, I died in the first. Apparently, there's multiple boss fights. I died in the first boss fight because I didn't know that we were supposed to run circles around the small room we were in. I thought we were just going to have to fight some zombies or stuff. And I saw a big looking monster thing. And I said, am I supposed to shoot it? They said, nah, just keep running. As soon as they said, nah, the thing reached out, grabbed me, pulled me in, and I was dead.
Yeah.
There was no saving me. I just...
The amalgamation is a pain in the ass because it can do that. And like when it does it does a ton of damage. And then you're stuck and everything has a chance to circle you. So like... if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You're probably gonna die if that thing grabs you. That was funny though. But yeah, that's all I had for the episode, honestly. If anybody else has anything, share it now. Damn, he got teeth about white as a motherfucker.
Oh no, they are really white.
It's the light.
That's something that I have to share. Me and Joy got some have been upgrading our teeth cleaning routine. Water flosser, mouthwash, vibrating toothbrush, the works. Whitening toothpaste, the works. She's like, how come my teeth get so white they're basically see-through, but yours don't? I'm like, chlorine. She's like, what? I'm like, I have been swimming in chlorinated water since I was 7 until I was about 18. That's 11 years worth of chlorine just hitting my teeth. My teeth can't get any whiter. It sucks, but it is what it is. Unless I get them white tinned, like about 2 rounds of whitening will fix it. But I haven't got my teeth whitened for that reason. My parents were like, I'm wasting my money whitening your teeth for them to just become yellow from chlorine all over again. So I'm like, yeah, don't whiten them.
We're still on the villain series. These are a recent purchase, and I'm going out to buy one more to finish the villain series because then I'll be done with. Ones are the Loki ears, and they match Chris's Loki bag, and Chris has like a whole Loki fit. So they're green. The bow is like a velvety, and it has the horn. And then on the back, it has like the Loki headpiece, which I think is kind of cool. They have a couple versions of these. These are like the shiny, glossy version. They have like a matte, a flatter version as well, and it matches that bag because there's Chris has the glossy bag, I think. Yeah, we have the glossy bag, and there's just a matte finished bag, and they have a matte finished set of ears that goes with that. So this is Loki's ears. Yay!
Okay, I like them. I like them a lot. You saying that reminded me of the game Marvel Snap. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's a card game based off of the Marvel universe. It's fun. I like it. I play it a lot.
Are we playing it at Christmas?
It's on your phone. You could download it right now. And like how it says in the game, it explains to you. I didn't hear what he said. In the game, it explains like how, or the commercials for it, like it's one of those games where it's almost a gacha game, but there's no packs to open or anything like that. To get cards, you just have to play the game and upgrade the cards you have, and then from doing that, you get more cards essentially. Some of the cards and combos you can do are fucking amazing, but I like it because it's technically a strategy game and it's a card game, and I like those. It's fun and it's pretty quick. Like the games last about an average of less than 5 minutes, so I like it a lot. But that being said, that's the end of the episode. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me at all of my socials, at Mr. Space Awaits for my personal, and at Galaxy Greg for all of the let's say the fun podcasts, any other stuff like gaming and whatnot. Also, you can find me at Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky now. We're slowly migrating away from Twitter, going to Blue Sky, and Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. There we go. Follow the pod at Be More Nerdy on all platforms, including TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and soon to be Blue Sky, because Blue Sky is very nice. I really like that. Blue Sky it's like taking a breath of fresh air is how it feels on Blue Sky. Like everyone's willing to interact. If you don't know, Blue Sky is the Twitter alternative after selling Twitter to Elon Musk. The creator of Twitter made Blue Sky. And Blue Sky basically is against a lot of the AI training and stuff that Twitter is going to be doing. That's why a lot of artists are moving from Twitter to Blue Sky. But it also has really good algorithms for interactions. Just sharing that. But moving forward, be sure to follow us on all those platforms. Diva.
Little dummies, make sure you follow me at the Diva XOXO. That's where you'll find all of my content, all of the park stuff, all of the everything, and just make sure to interact with what we post. We want to hear from you guys. Comment, like, share, let us know your thoughts. You can even comment on episodes and we can respond. So fun. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Heat.
What are you doing with your face?
Born like this.
No, you were like.
Yeah, you've been making faces this entire podcast. I don't know if you noticed, but this episode, you've been making faces the entire time.
So fun.
It's cool.
Well, Jesus Christ, I can't remember my name. I go by many things. It's your guy, the man of many names. You can follow me at the honesty _ heed and HD _ no TV _ in there. But yeah, there's a Anime Frontiers coming up in I think 2.5 weeks now. I have some costumes working, one already done. I won't get into them on the pod, but be on the lookout for those when I finish.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Yeah.
That being said, that's the end of the episode. We are the Be More Nerdy Podcast, and as we go into the Thanksgiving weekend, because this is when you'll be hearing it, have a great time, enjoy family, and be grateful for something, because there'll be plenty of food to eat. We are the Be More Nerdy Podcast, and remember to be more nerds. Peace.